Tell her this guy, upgrade at my wrist, put baguettes in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her highs. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. He tried to diss me and it on Fox. We call him Chauncey cause they gonna...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here. As it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And just shutting him off there. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. 29-yard line.
Extend. Here we go. Green 19, got that. Go.
Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. Short one here, caught by McBride. 4 yards the results on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. You look at this Carolina defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
Second and 6.
Here we go, side. Green 19, that's it up.
Fields changing the play. On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Angel. Here we go, we're good. 331. Stay high.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Young. That's taken in. It's Xavier Legette. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. Well, this defense for the Cards, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team
rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second win.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Higgins. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3 and out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
On 1st down, here's Love. And then the movers way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Cardinals at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now it's Fields. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. You look at this Carolina defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
A shotgun snap. Fields. Will get that complete to Harrison. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Hey, Ken. Here we go. Hey, turn off right. West right there.
Fields. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go.
Now we give running right is Love. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Ryland up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go. Ken Bryant, ready?
And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Yellow. Set, ready.
Throwing, Young. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Chuba Hubbard out of the backfield. Third down here.
Baker there on the coverage.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Third down, Young from the gun. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Okay.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a first and 10 here. Young will set to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10.
Here we go. Set. Drill green. Yellow. Set.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as a tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And the Panthers first down.
Okay, ready? Ready. Yellow, claws red. Hut.
Young now. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a second and 10.
Right. Let's go now. Set, go. 60 red. Needle blue. Steel, black. Ready.
To throw, Young. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Here we go. Red, sight, 33. Yellow. Black shot. Set, hut.
Young to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10.
Let's go. Red, 30, red, yellow, set.
They'll look to throw again. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10.
10 black. Yellow. Light blue. Set.
Looking to throw, Young. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they get their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So now after the field goal, Fitzgerald back out there to send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. His throw incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggling to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready. Drill. Black 40. Ready.
Back to throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here is Young. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Yellow, 22. Ready?
Young to throw it. Powering forward. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 1.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Young quickly to the flat. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
I
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. A beautiful fade. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now Young. Wants a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
Here's 2nd and 3. Young going to give the blitz. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain or 2, 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Ready, red, cycle, yellow, 43, 6, white, claws red, black shot, set.
Young. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Fields now to throw. He's going to flip that into the flat. It's complete. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here's Fields. Over the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Black Ultra down. 50 green. Red, yellow. Grill green. Set.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ready?
2nd and 10.
Squad red. Come on, set. Field red, 38. Set.
Now here's Young. Checks this down to Hubbard. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Fields. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 3.
Don't jump, ready? 319, get right. Right.
There's a quick throw out to Wilson. To give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here we go. 319, get right.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they got pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now Young. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Young. That is caught. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And the Panthers' 1st down.
Red. 60 red.
In motion goes the tight end.
Ready?
Throwing. Young. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw again. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Young will set to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Xavier Legette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2. And Young's going to throw for this. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
Panthers 18. Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Don't jump. Ready? Mayday. 222.
Play action. It's Fields. There's a short one caught by Lyman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Here we go. 331. Cut.
They'll try the left side here with Love. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hey, 319, that's not. Hey, never mind, Monday. Hey, that's Monday. I got it.
Now it's Fields. Open man is Duvernay. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go, Scott.
They'll run with Benson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Here we go, Scott. 3-19, you got a mini base. Why not? Right.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage and just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And his kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow give the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
6, let's go. 45, white, red, yellow, white, cross red. Cut.
Young to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Strike blue. Set, ready. 6, blue, striker. Ready.
Now Young. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Field, black open. Left, red, plastic, 6. Drill, green, ready.
Young. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Hut.
Here's Young. Got a man, that's Liggett. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35.
52 blasters. Green dot. Yellow blue.
A gain of
Black
16
dot.
yards.
6,
First
metal.
down, Carolina.
Set.
Here's Young. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Will Johnson. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
All eyes on Fields. That ball caught by Harrison. And they work this out past the 25. 25 yards that time.
It may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now Fields going to run. And it's incomplete. We're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers.
Go, 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 shorty. It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give cause that's your birthday. You can find me in the club full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit. I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug. You're in the getting. You can find me in the club full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit. I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug. You're in the getting. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, it's always drama in the club. Now that I roll with Dre, everybody show me love. When you sell like Eminem, you get plenty of groupie love. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Roll down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man. Running, man. Watch how I move, you mistake before I play up. Been hit with a but I don't walk with a limp. In the hood, in the LA, they saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. But holla in New York, for show, they tell you I'm local. When the plan is to put the rap game in the choke. I'm fully focused, man. My money on my mind, got a meal out the deal, and I'm still in the grind. Now shorty says she feeling my style, she feeling my flow. A girl from Wooded, they ready to find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit. I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug. You're in the getting. You can find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit. I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug. You're in the getting. My flow, my show brought me to go. That brought me all my fancy things. My crib, my cars, my clothes, my shoes. Look, homie, I done came up and I ain't changing. You should love it way more than you hate it. Oh, you mad? I thought that you be happy I made it. I'm that cat by the bar to the good life. Moved out the hood, now you tryna pull me back, right? Hit the bumpin' in the club, it's on. I'm with my eyes to chicks. If she smash, she gone. Hit the roof on fire, man. Just let it burn. If they're talking about money, homie, I ain't concerned. I'ma tell you what banks told me, cause go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate, then watch the money pile up. Or we can go upside there with a. Come on, they know where we be. You can find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit. I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug. You're in the getting. You can find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill it, I'm in the habit. I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug. You're in the getting. Don't try to act like you don't know who we be, neither. We in the club all the time, so pop on. Shady Aftermath.
Chill, I don't